Okay, developer king, you did the assignment. Okay, we as in, can somebody unmute himself and then tell us what they see from the assignment? Okay. Yeah, unmute your mic and then tell us what you. Okay, Dalot, you can speak. You have maybe as in we do it at 30 seconds. Just tell us 30 seconds brief differences. You can unmute yourself and speak. Say that as you raise your hand. Somebody raise his or her hand. Okay. Somebody else. He said that he's currently outside. So if you know that you are inside and you did the thing, okay, Nzomiu triumph. Nzomiu, we can.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, concerning the assignments, inflational and deflational tokens. On inflational tokens, these are the kinds of tokens where more are added over time. That is, these kind of tokens reward people and keeps the network running. And examples of such are Dogecoin and Ethereum. While the deflational tokens are tokens that are like burning tokens, there are few of them left and they increase scarcity. Example, BNB and Shiba.
Okay. Thank you. Then another person. Thank you for that, Nzomiu. Any other person that did the assignment that want to highlight us? Any other person? Okay. Do we have any other person that want to add to what Nzomiu said? I didn't know what the assignment was. Okay, developer king. Okay. Tell us, developer king. Tell us.
Good evening, everyone. So, from what I found out, deflational tokens they decrease in supply. Like their supply are not, they are always scarce. Like they are not always available. Then inflational tokens, their supply is like increasing over time. Just more of deals with staking of maybe those when they are staking tokens or something like that.
Okay, something like that. Everybody is saying something like that, as if they didn't do the assignment well.
Okay. No, like deflation tokens, they are not always like in like how like they are always scarce. They are not always like always around for supply. But inflational tokens, they are always around for supply. That is my own answer to
Okay. So, inflational token and deflational token. Somebody said that he didn't know what the assignment was. So the assignment was for us to go and read about inflational and deflational tokens, right? So if you don't know what the assignment is, so this is the assignment. But it seems that most of us didn't even do the assignment well. It seems that most of us didn't take it serious to do it. So inflational tokens, they are tokens that expand. They are tokens that their supply can be added, right? Where deflational tokens are tokens that we have some portion of each supply be cut out of circulation or cut out of being there in the supply. I don't know if you get it. Is the inflation? It is being added, but deflation is being removed, right? So that is just the basic explanation of inflational tokens and deflational tokens. Can somebody give me an example of inflational tokens? A great example of an inflational tokens are tokens that the total supply can be minted. You will see a token with a total supply of something and then with a different maximum supply. Let's assume that we have a token that has 5 million total supply, but you can see go to the maximum supply and see that it is 10 million. That means that we can still have more 5 million added onto the supply, right? So that is how it works. So that is about inflational and deflational token. I don't know if you are getting it. Okay, if you raise a hand, do you want to say anything?
I want to ask a question.
Please be mindful.
A question.
Okay.
My question is this inflationary tokens? You are saying that, for example, where there is where there is 10 million in maximum supply, then 5 million is in the as in market supply. That remaining 5 million is it being held by the developers, or would they still? I don't know how to put
No,
the question. Is it
no, it will still be minted.
that it
It will
has
still be
not been made?
minted. No,
The
it has not
space is
been made.
just made to be okay. Thank you.
It will still be minted. So that's it. My network is behaving somehow because it is raining over here. But can anybody see hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay. But it's showing me that I'm no more in the meeting from this end. Or is there any other person encountering same?
We can hear you clearly.
I know that you guys can hear me clearly, but I cannot see it clearly. I cannot see the meeting clearly. It is showing me you lost your network connection. Okay, it is back now. So let's get started with today's class. Can anybody see my screen?
No, sir, I
Can
can't
anybody
Not
see
see
yet.
my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, but it is still popping up.
No, sir, we're not. I'm not seeing anything.
What is happening? I can't hear anything.
Yeah,
Is it network?
I think his network is rugging right now. Right, his
No.
network is rugging. Network has been pretty bad this evening. Like pretty bad. Right, so let's experience some moments why he joins back. If you notice, everybody is leaving the call and coming back, probably affecting everybody. And like people are leaving the class and coming back. So you see that the network issues affecting like earlier call. So please let us give him time to come back. Let me try to reach out to him because if I don't know that They have been locked out. Yeah, network is terrible. Network is very terrible. Nobody. We have to make money and leave this country first. That's very important thing to do now. Sorry, this is I didn't say that. I never said you should leave Nigeria. Nigeria is a very wonderful country. It's traveling as possible to stay here. Here you it's a very nice country. I understand. I love Nigeria. I understand. So you guys should please love Nigeria too. Yeah, since the network and fix issues. And so me I'm able to make the most out of Nigeria as soon as possible. Because can wake up on the morning and have a very good network. Just ordinary snoring. Networks affecting everything. Doesn't even make sense for a country that is Oh, okay. I've already spoken to you. If you're joining, it's at PM times. If I make the money, I will leave. You guys can make it better. Not everybody will die in Nigeria. Mio, are you here? I think network came back. Oh, my network is not even getting bad. Can you guys hear me? Network is terrible.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, so my network is very terrible. It's going terrible at this point. So I don't even know how many minutes.
Okay, Jim, guys,
you hear me?
Can we just average this situation? Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Hello? Yeah. Okay.
We can hear you, but
let's just average this situation. Network is very bad. Let's just make use of it. If I want to share my slide, it will not be able to move. So I believe that we can just salvage the situation without even showing slide and then just make sure that we run through all this, right?
Sure.
Okay. So, like we discussed, okay, somebody have questions. So if you have questions from the other class, please indicate and then ask me so that I answer before I move into the new class, which is Defi, which is what we have today. What we have today is Defi. So if you have any question that you have been pondering from the last class or from the assignment that I just gave or that I gave the last time and I explained now, please mute yourself and ask. I'm giving you 1 minute to do this so that we move to the DeFi. We won't last more than 1 minute on this call because network is very, very terrible. It is raining here anyways. Okay, so we don't have any question. So we don't have any question. In the absence of no question, let's continue. Can anybody hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me try to share my screen with my phone because I'm now logged out from my PC. I'm logged into my phone to know if it will be better. Let me Okay, you can see it, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can see it. Please mute yourself and speak
Yes,
that you
sir.
can
Yes,
see
sir.
it, because you know
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on my
yeah, yeah,
phone.
yeah.
I can't see if you are reacting or not reacting.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, DeFi is just a coinage of decentralized finance, which is opposite of centralized finance, or we can just say this is just opposite of traditional finance, right? So we are going to dive into comprehensive guide in this DeFi and then how to make something out of it, right? So what is DeFi? Before you understand what is DeFi, you have to understand what it is trying to solve. That is by understanding what decentralized or what centralized or traditional finance is. Traditional finance, that is where you have intermediaries control your money, right? They control everything. They are, as all every other thing that you do, are in hands of the intermediaries. For example, bank controls your money, loan require credit history, loan process and paperwork, closed system. Then for you to do, or for you to pay your school fees or use your remitter, generate your remitter and pay your school fees, you need to go to the bank, stand at the queue, do all those things, and then all those things are tedious process, right? We want to make a way of this so that there will be a direct payment system between one person to another. That is when we have what we call peer-to-peer system. That is when we have what we call peer-to-peer system. Basically, this is why Bitcoin or decentralized system are, are developed through blockchain, because the basics or the main thing for you to or the main thing that the main problem that is trying to solve is what we call removing the intermediaries and then promoting peer-to-peer transaction or P2P transaction. So that is one of the basics of blockchain, and then one of the basics of creating Bitcoin. Not even what we are doing here. What they wanted is just a payment system or a system whereby we have Mr. A send money directly or do something that he want to do directly with Mr. B wherever that Mr. B is around the world, without even needing to depend on any person. So that is it. Then we have this decentralized system which is based on the blockchain. So this, you control your own wallet. You are the custodian of your wallet. Loan can be collateralized, as in what you just need. You need to provide your collateral, and then nothing again. That is a son of nobody can survive, provided that you can provide a collateral, you will be able to borrow, right? Then it is quick and then permissionless. Permissionless means, okay, can somebody tell me what permissionless is? Because there's no need of going deeper without even understanding the basics from the first week. We said that blockchain is permissionless. Can somebody tell us what we mean by that permissionless? Then
For
the
like,
concept of
I'm not really.
permissionless. That is it. It doesn't require permission for you to do anything. That is where a son of nobody can become somebody. And a person with $0 can be into this space and then make something out of it. Somebody is muted, please. You are disturbing us there because there has been an echo back for the last 6 seconds. Okay, thank you. So that is it. Why DeFi matters is because DeFi matters because it offers financial freedom to anyone with internet access. It provides you censorship resistance where no one can freeze your fund. And it was 24/7. It is not a Fidelity Bank or Zenith Bank that we say that they don't work on weekends. For example, when you want to make your payment on Saturday, but you need to go to the bank to fill some form because you don't have your mobile app, they will say that it is not working, right? We don't say that. We don't do that here because it is what 24/7. For example, here, a Nigerian student abroad that can use the file app like Silo or Velola to send money back home instantly and cheaply. You don't need any bank delays. You don't need any intermediaries. You don't need any middleman to do any other thing that you want to do. So that is all about DeFi. And then for you to access this, for you to be the custodian of your own fund, you have to own your funds. Where do you own your funds? Where do you own them? You don't own them out of thin air. You own them in some digital custody or in some digital bucket that we call wallet. So that is how you get ownership of your token, right? And that's how you are the only person that is control of your money, because they are in your wallet that what you control. Have you done wallet before? Have you done wallet in this bootcamp? Have you done wallet? Have you done wallet? Please, somebody should indicate. So please unmute yourself and talk to me. You know I'm on my mobile and my network is bad. Have you done wallet?
Oh, yes, we've studied wallet.
I can't tell you. What do you say?
Yes, we have.
Then when I ask something, please, somebody should unmute yourself, especially the advice, unmute yourself and then speak. You know, I'm on my mobile, I'm not on my PC. At least if I'm on my PC, I would be able to see everything. But now, I'm not able to see everything that is going on, right? So that is it. Please, when I ask question, please, somebody should endeavor to unmute himself or herself to just tell me right on or answer what I ask so that we move. So this wallet, we are not going to explain it because we have seen we need wallets for us to participate in DeFi, right? Then we have custodial and non-custodial wallets, and then we have centralized and decentralized wallets, right? So, but here, because we are talking about DeFi, we are talking about decentralized wallet. We are talking about decentralized wallet. For example, since we are done wallet, I don't think there's need for us to go about explaining what wallets are or examples of wallets. We have decentralized, but we explain decentralized wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Phantom Wallet, Rabi Wallet, Zerion Wallet, OKS Web3 Wallet, Binance Web3 Wallet, BitGet Web3 Wallet. Now, somebody will ask, I want to clarify this. We have Binance Exchange Wallet, and then we have Binance Web3 Wallet. One is decentralized wallet and one is centralized wallet. The centralized one is the one that we tag Web3 wallet. Then the one that we just term the exchange wallet is the one that is centralized, that is owned by Binance. I don't know if you are getting this. That is why we have OKS Web3 wallet and OKS wallet. Then we have BitGet Web3 wallet address and then BitGet wallet address. I don't know if you have faced this. If you have faced these challenges before, have anybody faced such challenges before, where you are asked to paste your OKS Web3 wallet, but don't paste your OKS centralized exchange wallet? Have you faced this before? So if you have faced this, okay. So that is it. So you have to know this. Then we have MetaMask, which is normally what we call EVM compatible wallet. Like in the first week, you were introduced to different blockchain networks like Ethereum, Solana, Ton, and so on and so forth. Then when you are operating on a network, we have some native wallet, centralized wallet addresses there. Centralized wallet providers there. Like on Ton blockchain, you have a Tonkeeper. On Solana, we have a Sofair or Phantom wallet. In as much as all these wallets infrastructure are trying as much as they can to make sure that they are multi-chain, that is, they enable or they can process transaction on different blockchains, right? Like Phantom. Phantom now enables BTC and Ethereum. Then EVM compatible wallets, the most used EVM compatible wallet is MetaMask. Then also Trust Wallet is a multi-chain because you can use a Trust Wallet to get your Wave address. You can use it to get your Ton address. You can use it to get your Tron address. You can use it to get your BAC address and all the EVM compatible wallet address. And then also BTC wallet address. I don't know if you are getting this. I don't know if we are getting this.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. Do we have any problem here? Do we have
So I'm not getting it though.
any question here or anything that you know? Okay, which part are you not getting? Which part are you not getting?
The part where you said they have
You can't say that you are not getting
Binance,
the place that I said what?
the place you said they have Binance for Web3 and normal Binance exchange.
Okay, so what did you not get? What did you not
Like
understand there?
what's
Okay, let me reiterate
I
again.
don't okay.
Let me reiterate again. Web3 wallets, that is centralized exchange, decentralized exchange wallets, they are different from the exchange wallet. Like Binance, they have Web3 wallet, which is centralized exchange part of it. And then they have centralized exchange part of it, which is just normal Binance. When you go to your Google Play Store or your Apple Play Store, tap it, you will see it. And then also, even in your exchange wallet, you can see switch to Web3. You can see to switch to Web3. But I don't want to go there just to confuse you. But I'm just trying as much as I can to make sure that I use separate wallet exchanges that have their separate Web3 wallets to give you to give us an illustration, right? So that is it. I don't know if you're getting it now. I don't know
Yes,
if
I'm
you
getting it.
get the. Okay.
Yes, I'm getting it.
Okay. Any other question? Any other question? Please ask your question because this part is normally your Web3 day-to-day activities. The part that we are dealing is your normal day-to-day activities. There is no need of going through all this and understanding it without understanding the practical aspect of them or what they function and why they function like that. Do we have any other question? Okay, in the absence of no question, let's continue. Then for you to operate in this DeFi world,
Sorry, sir.
you have to
Sorry,
have
sir.
number one. Okay.
Okay. Sir, please, can you help us? I did not get the difference between EVM wallet and the multi-functional wallet.
Multi-chain wallet. Is that what you're asking? Hello? Okay, maybe let me just,
Yes,
based
sir,
on what
that's what
I
he was
understood.
asking. That's what he was asking.
Okay. So EVM wallets, they are Ethereum virtual machine compatible wallets, right? That is, most of your addresses that start with OX, they are EVM. It doesn't mean that all of them are EVM because we have Aptos and SU that are EVM wallets are the one that supports most especially Ethereum and layer 2. They support Ethereum and layer 2s. They are the EVM compatible wallets. Now, multi-chain wallets are the one that that can contain Ethereum virtual machine, Bitcoin, Tron, Solana, so on and so forth. Just like your Trust wallet. A good example is Trust wallet. Then even Phantom is a kind of multi-chain because it now supports Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin. You cannot find your Bitcoin wallet in your MetaMask. You cannot find your Bitcoin wallet in your MetaMask, but you can find it in your Unisat or in your any other Bitcoin wallet. I don't know if you're getting it. The person that asked this question, I don't know if you are still here.
I guess
Hello,
the
are we
person
still
has
on this
network
call?
issues. The person
Okay.
has network issues
But
probably.
you guys that are listening, you understood what I said, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Okay, let's move ahead. So we have what we call stable coins, because for you to access all these wallets or for you to make use of it, there must be some tokens in that. You know, yesterday we talked about tokens, and then one of these tokens, they are used for something. It may be for utility, it may be for governance, or it may be for any other thing, for payment. So one great example of payment tokens that we have is a stable coin. They are stable coins that are pegged to a fiat, to a normal currency, or just to a fiat, or to a to a country's currency, just like USDT. USDT is a stable coin pegged to what? USD dollar. So if we have e-naira, and e-naira is a coin, it is a what? It is also a stable coin based on that is stable to what? It is stable to naira. That is how it is measured. That they are pegged to dollar doesn't mean that it is only dollar coin that are stable coins. If we have a currency that is pegged to naira, you can tag this as a stable coin also, because it is what trying to be pegged to what? Naira. It won't go up and it won't go down. It will be fluctuating with the price of naira, but there are some moments that it will depend. That is what we call depend, based on the mechanism that is used to create that coin. But I don't want to go into that part. So let's talk about decentralized exchanges. Yes. Let's talk about decentralized exchanges. Yes. So they are platform for peer-to-peer token trading without centralized authorities. Popular example includes what? Uniswap. When you want to swap on Ethereum, you use Uniswap. Then we have another one, which is what? Pancake for BNB. Then we have Spooky Swap for Phantom or Sonic. Then we have different one of them. We have more 1 inch. Then we have Sushi Swap. Then we have Radium and Jupiter for Solana. Then there are many of them in different chains. Many networks or many chains, they have their own native decentralized exchanges where you swap your coins, where you trade your coins. Right? So, for example, you have Uniswap, it's Ethereum. It doesn't mean that you won't swap others there. If they support others, you will be able to swap it, but natively it is for Ethereum. And then most chains there are EVM compatible, right? So that is it. Then we have Pancake Swap, which is for BNB. But Pancake Swap, they have integrated other chains, meaning that you'll be able to swap some chains using Pancake. Then for Radium or for Jupiter, that means that if you are using them, then you know that you are on Solana. So if you want to trade on Solana, you go to what? Radium, or you go to your Jupiter, right? So that is it. I don't know if we have any question, because these things are things that we are facing every day. You will want to buy a coin. Somebody will tell you, hey, I want to buy this coin. Immediately that you know the chain that coin is, just know that they peculiar. It may not be peculiar, but they must be on a particular chain, that on a particular desk that supports that chain. So if you are trading meme coin on Ethereum, you are mostly going to be using Uniswap. You are mostly going to be using Uniswap. Then if you are trading meme coin on Binance Smart Chain, that is BNB, you are mostly going to be using Pancake Swap. Then if you are trading meme coin on which other chain now? On which popular chain? On Sushi, on Sui. Then it means that you are probably going to be using this exchange on, what is the name of this exchange on Sui? Cetus protocol. You are going to be using Cetus protocol, right? So That is it. So do we have any question at this junction? Because I want us to be, if you have as in this section, I want us to be having some interactive sections where if you have any question, you ask. If you have any convoluting terms that is lingering in your head, you just say it, then we clarify it. Do we have any question concerning this decentralized exchange? At least you know that decentralized exchange, they are peer-to-peer trading platform without centralized authorities. They use most of them use what we call AMM, automatic market makers, right? Then I've given you examples with a Uniswap and Pancake. Then now, how does it work? So instead of using centralized exchange like Binance or BitGet, you connect your wallet to Uniswap or to your Pancake Swap, and then no one will ask for your ID. No one will ask who you are. You know, in your Binance, in your OKS, and in all these BitGet, you have to do KYC. So everything that you are doing there, people will know who is doing it. Any transaction that you are carrying out there, people know who is doing that. But when you are doing this in a decentralized exchange, nobody will know, unless people that are tracking your wallet, or maybe you have an ENS, that is Ethereum name service, attached to your wallet with your given name there, right? So that is it, and then that is an advantage of DeFi, right? So if you are trading on Binance or if you are trading on centralized authority platform, you are not partaking on DeFi. You are not partaking on DeFi because you still have your token and you still have your funds under the custody of some centralized authority. So you have to know this. Now, in DeFi, there are many opportunities in DeFi. We are not just swapping your tokens in centralized exchanges. We are not just swapping your tokens in centralized exchanges, right? There are many to end there, like lending and borrowing. Like I said before, if you want to lend or borrow in the bank, you need to go and fill many forms, provide guarantor, provide somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. At the end of the day, you may not even get it. But in this DeFi space, all you need is just your collateral, right? Then you will borrow asset that you want to borrow. Then you can lend the asset without knowing who is taking your asset for something. What you just need, all you just do is to lend it to the protocol, and the protocol will now give it to people that need it, right? So how you do it is you deposit assets into the platform, then you earn interest, and then you can use that as a collateral. You can borrow against your deposited assets. Then also you can repay loans. Then some platform that are for lending and borrowing are Aave and Compound. Because in Aave and Compound, they enable you to lend your crypto and earn interest, or you can borrow against it. What is borrowing against it? Let's assume that I have $5,000. I will deposit it. Because I deposited this $5,000, it means that that will also serve as a collateral if I want to borrow some funds from the platform, right? I have 5,000 that is lent to somebody else that I supply to the platform, and then somebody else borrowed it. It is no more on my custody. I can use, because I have that, and borrow any funds that I want to borrow on the platform, provided that it meets the requirement of the supply and borrowing mechanism in the platform. I don't know if we are getting this. I don't know if you are getting this. Do we have any question as of this moment? If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask based on what I just explained. Do we have any question, or am I speaking to myself? Or
No,
somebody unmute yourself and tell me that I'm not speaking to myself.
no, sir. I'm understanding what you're saying.
No, sir. Please continue.
Okay. Then we have what we call yield farming and staking. So yield farming and staking, some people may use them simultaneously, but they are not the same thing. We have farming, then we have staking. when you are staking, you are also contributing to the decentralization of that network. With this staking in the first week, right? That is a consensus mechanism. Which consensus mechanism has staking as a function? Which consensus mechanism has taken as a function? Can somebody mute yourself and tell us? Can somebody unmute yourself or herself and tell us? We did about a consensus mechanism, proof of work and proof of something, and proof of many other things. In which chain can you stake? Okay, that is on proof of stake, because you are also staking. Now, hello?
You said
So what
something
was
on
your
proof of
That is
stake.
proof
question?
of stake, because proof of work and proof of stake. We have the most popular one are proof of work and proof of stake.
Is it the under economic incentive structures?
Yeah, it's also under economic incentivized structures, but it is at the blockchain consensus mechanism how transactions are validated, or how transactions are executed on blockchain. So it was done maybe in the first week or second week, or I believe first or second week. So proof of work and proof of stake. So in staking, you are also staking your protocol with validators that are safeguarding the network. So you are also part of the decentralizers of that network. Then for yield farming, in yield farming, you are creating what we call liquidity pools. You are creating what we call liquidity pools. When you provide liquidity by depositing tokens. There are some dual token liquidity. These dual token liquidity are pools where you provide two tokens, as in where you supply two tokens. Then in a single or mono liquidity pool mechanism, you just deposit one. Then when you deposit this liquidity, all the trades that happens on that pair, let's assume that you deposit cake BNB pair, you deposit liquidity there. All the transaction that happens there, you are earning the trading fee, and then also those your liquidity, they are what is fueling the AMM. They are what is fueling the decentralized exchange for them to be liquid, for you to be swapping from one token to the other. I don't know if you have noticed, there are some time in the past, or you may not notice this at any time, when you want to swap a particular token, it will have a high slippage. What I mean by high slippage is that when you want to swap a particular token, let's say for example, you want to swap 10 USDT to BNB, or to a particular coin, it will be giving you $5 worth of that coin. There is what high.
Yes, sir.
It is mostly caused by the liquidity there. When there is not enough liquidity there, then there are some coins that when you want to swap, you won't be able to swap. It will tell you that there is no liquidity for this pair. Liquidity for this pair doesn't exist. Have you encountered such before?
Yes, I have.
So liquidity providers, they are also the main due to their liquidity provision, or due to the tokens that they supply, we are able to have a seamless trading in our dexes. So as you can see, yield farming and staking allows users to earn passive income by providing liquidity or staking tokens. For instance, you can provide BNB and USDT to a Pancake's liquidity pool and earn tokens as reward, essentially farming your own money tree. Popular platforms include Yam Finance and Pancake Farms. These yield farming and the staking, before now, we have peculiar platforms for that, like this yield finance. It was meant for yield farming and staking. But now, most of the dexes, they now integrate staking and the provision of liquidity into them, right? So you can go to your Pancake and then you farm there. That is, you farm there by providing liquidity. You can go to your Uniswap and provide liquidity. You can go to your SpokeSwap and provide liquidity. You see, so it is now no more peculiar to some particular platforms, right? So that is it. Then there are some advanced DeFi components, derivative and synthetic assets. These derivative and synthetic assets, they are like a stock or gold, just mimicking the value, but they are not the real stock or the real volume gold. They are just there for speculations, right? Then we have DeFi aggregators. DeFi aggregators, they are normally what finds the best price across all the platforms. They find the best price across all the platforms. That is, they find the average of the prices for us to have a clear price. So when you check BTC at Binance, you will see that it is almost the same thing that it is trading at Binance and it's trading at OKS, that is trading as so place. So that is also what is happening in DeFi, because we need aggregators that we aggregate price so that the price that you have in Uniswap is also the price that you have in PancakeSwap if there are token pairs that are trading at these two exchanges. Because if we don't aggregate these prices, people will do what we call arbitrage trading. They will go to where it's trading high, where it's trading low, and buy and go and sell to where it's trading high. But because of this aggregator, DeFi aggregator, we are able to aggregate price across all platforms, which means that when you are looking for arbitrage opportunities, it is hard to find these opportunities in most popular tokens, unless you are looking at some unpopular tokens that are not verified, that are not in well-established protocols. Then we have automated strategies like where smart contracts can move your asset between protocols, like trading with bots. Then we have what we call bridges. Guys. It may not be in this slide, but we have what we call bridges. So one of the main problems of blockchain is what we call interoperability problem. That is the ability of all these things to interact with one another. Like when you want to send money from Access Bank to UBA, you will just send it from Access Bank to UBA without trying to swap it to Access money before you send it. The money that is in UBA is still the same money that you can send to Access without swapping it to any other form before you send it out. So, but in blockchain, it is not that visible at the moment, even though some protocols are promising that. So because of that interoperability problem, we have what we call bridges. These bridges, we now try to bridge tokens from a parent chain to the other chain that you want to swap to. So if you want to trade on Binance or Binance Smart Chain, but your USDT is on Ethereum, you can use a bridge to bridge this Ethereum USDT to Binance USDT. So that is the difference between swap and Binance and bridge. But just know that some platform will offer bridging solution and also offer swapping solution. That means that if you are swapping from token A to token B in the same chain. Bear this in mind. Take this as a note. If you are swapping from token A to token B on the same chain. But if you are bridging from token A to token A or B on different chain. If you are bridging from token A to token A or B on different chain, right? So if you are swapping Ethereum on Arbitrum to Optimism, you are no more swapping, you are bridging, because you are now connecting a different chain to another chain. I don't know if we are getting this. I want to explain this so that people will know what bridge is and then what.
Sir, please repeat yourself.
Okay. So there's what we call bridge, and then there's what we call swapping. So if you are swapping tokens in the same chain. That is swapping token A to B on the same chain. That is, I can swap my USDT to my BNB on Binance Smart Chain. That is swapping. But if you are bridging from one chain to another chain. That is, you are swapping token A to token A or B on different chain. For example, you are swapping Ethereum on Arbitrum to Optimism, right? Or you are swapping Arbitrum 8 to Optimism USDT. So as you can see, you are swapping from different chain to another chain. That means that what? You are no more swapping, you are what? Bridging. In as much as I don't want to mention what happened behind the scene, how this protocol will move it to this and they swap it to this and mint it to this before it gets to this. I don't want to explain all those things in their details, but just know the basics: swapping and bridging. Are we there? Are we now clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then most protocols have what we call their native bridges, and then outside that their native bridges, we have some other third-party solutions that offer their bridging. Then we have something like a jumper exchange. We have something like the bridge that you can bridge from one chain to another. Then most of those protocols that allow this, some of them are Axela, Wormhole, Stargate, Hyperlane, and so on and so forth. They are offering some form of interoperability between chains. So then real world use cases of DeFi, because there is no need of uh, explaining what DeFi is and then what it entails and how to take advantage without some real world use cases. Cross-border payments. You can use your USDT to pay anywhere in the world. You can use it to buy something online if those service providers they accept such. You can use your USDT to pay for any other thing online. Then you can earn interest. You can earn interest without banks. Before you cannot earn interest without bank. Even your issue is not even giving you interest, but you are giving the issue collector the interest. But on blockchain, you can put your in DeFi, you can put your dormant assets to work. You can stake it or you can use it to provide liquidity and earn. Then you can trade without restriction. Then you can borrow without credit scores. That is, even if you are bad, provided that you have collateral, then you have what it takes, you can borrow, right? So that is it. So at this junction, I supposed to enter into Uniswap or Pancake and then swap to show us on certain things. But because of my network problems, I'm no more on my PC. And this phone that I have, most of my wallets are not there. The wallet that I plan to use for this is not here. So because I plan to do some practicals to swap tokens so that you will see how it flows, the flow of the user flow of swapping tokens and the user flow of bridging tokens, because I wanted to swap and then also bridge to show you the difference between swap and bridging. So at this juncture, I'm ending my screen sharing for us to take questions, and clarify some certain things. So now we are open to questions from all that you have learned, even this week, today, and then in previous week. If you have anything that may be bothering you, now you have your chance to ask questions. Okay. If you have your hand raised, you can unmute yourself and speak. I'm still waiting for a question. Okay, somebody with Nigerian problem, that is network connectivity and network connectivity and internet access and electricity. Yeah, I don't know how to put that. Somebody said, please don't say that again here so that we won't be attacked by bots. The last time we mentioned something like this, we were attacked by bots. So don't mention it again so that they won't come here. Swapping. Okay, somebody said swapping happens on the same chain with different tokens. Yeah, and then bridging happens on different chain and could be different tokens. Yeah, you are right. Iyagiba Benjamin. Iyagiba Benjamin, thank you for that. So do we have any other question? I don't know if we have any other question.
Yeah,
If you
we
don't have
have.
any other question, okay.
So guys, thank you so much, Amir. Thanks so much for your time. Network has really messed up today. Like network really messed up today, guys. So hopefully, I know we promised like start early today, but then network messed up everything. So Nigeria can be a very funny day sometimes. So sorry about that, guys. So if you have questions, try and quickly raise up your hand so you can pick up questions, and then his last class
Okay.
will be
Somebody
on
said
Friday.
why have we been talking about hello Ken, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Somebody said
Oh,
why
I want
have
to.
we been talking
Okay.
about crypto and Web3, the as in crypto? That she is here to know more about careers in Web3. We are going to do that is it in the fourth or the fifth week? We are going to treat that
I think
in
that should
fifth
probably be in the fifth
or
week.
fourth
Yeah.
week.
Yeah. So the
Yeah,
fourth
okay.
week,
So
the fourth week,
we
next
are
week will
we
be
are going
about
to touch every part of
crypto
it.
trade. Yeah. Yeah. So next week is about crypto trading. Then the part that concerns you that I want to, but for you to be able to create content in Web3, you have to actually understand the basics, right? So you can't talk about what you don't know, right? So as a content creator, you need to like understand this foundation of what makes Web3, right? So it's very important that you pay attention because you can't create content on things you don't know about, right? So it's very very important and very very crucial for you to like pay attention, just like understand this, and then you can now go ahead to like create content. Even while you're learning right now, right? You can always create content about what you learn for the day, right? So they talk about bridging tokens and stuff, right? You can always make content about what you learn for today. You understand? So as time goes on, we'll get to Diane Web3, right? So probably like next 2 weeks, whether like people that want to go into design or 3 design, they want to go into Web3 creator developers. So from like next 2 weeks, we're going to that. So I don't know before we round up for tonight. Anybody have any question? Please quickly raise up your hand so I can take the question. If not, please make sure that you tweet about what you learned today on Twitter. I'm not seeing a lot of us. Only few people I'm seeing their posts. Talk about this, tag the mentor. Mentor will share his Twitter handle on the comment section right now. Tag the mentor and also tag Anambra 3 conference so you can also see the retweet, retweet it for bigger audiences, right? So it's very important to do that. That's like one of the ways to grow in the Web3 space, giving out valuable content. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, the Lord, your hand is up. My light is so low.
Yes. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. Amio. I really don't know your name, bro. So my question is this: you talked about swapping and bridging, yeah. So what do you think, or what do you so far in the field? What have you? What do you know is a major limitation that should be put into consideration, like that the whole community should put into consideration because it's making things like most of the transaction that is carried out in the Web3 community not likely to be successful or seeming fraudulent because there have been cases of people saying that this Web3 structure is not properly made, and it's because of this case of swapping, bridging their tokens, and if you don't know properly how things are being done, it is low. So, from your own end, what do you think are most of the critical challenges that should be put into consideration? And if even if you can provide some solutions, though, you can. You understand?
So the question, even though it is not clear to me, but let me just tackle it from the point of, as in from my own perspective of the question. So you are talking about interpretability. We have what we call interpretability problem in Web3. We have interpretability problem in Web3, where all our liquidity are fragmented, which means that if your money is in this chain, it means that for it to be in another chain, you have to do something for you to use it in another chain. And then most of all, when you talk about security and trust, is based on the reputation so far in the space. So we need to increase and be reputable in the space, and then make sure that this blockchain and the crypto is an open source, which means that every other thing is out there for everybody to see. That means that it is what decentralized, meaning that everybody have access to the code, right? And everybody has access to it, and then this will make them know what to do to bypass it. So the thing is just for us to tighten our security and then make sure that there are some sort of reputation and there's some sort of tight security regarding DeFi in terms of you storing your token in the blockchain, or you trying to swap your token or bridge your token, or any other thing that you want to do there, right? So that is it from my own perspective. So what I would prefer is for us to work deeper on the security part of it and make sure that it is secure, so that every other thing that you do, we won't be. I'm getting calls. Okay. I don't know if I answered your question, my lord.
Sorry, actually, your voice were seeming glitchy, and understand I can't understand everything you said. Well, to an extent, I got you.
Okay.
Right.
So any other
If you
question?
didn't, yeah, any other question? So if you didn't hear him very well, the recording of the class will be available, right? So you can hear him very well on the call. Trust me, the sound on the call is perfect, right? So you can hear me very well on the call, on the record. Understand? So any other question? If there's another question, then that will be it for tonight, right? I think Amir is a Arsenal fan, so they're going to lose this night. So you have to let him go to go and watch his Champions League. So enjoy.
You're supposed to know that you're supposed to know that I'm watching the ball and then also on this call, so I can't miss it.
Just imagine. Soto is watching ball. Mentor is watching ball. Why teaching about blockchain? Arsenal fans are not good. They will still lose, yeah. So let us forget all this sports. But we know Madrid. Hello, Madrid, guys. So let's have a very good evening, and then make sure that you talk about what you learned today on Twitter, and also make sure if you are done, please post it on the group chat. Please post it on the group chat, and then we'll see you guys on Friday. So start Friday 8 o'clock sharp. Please don't waste time, so that we're able to show us how to bridge tokens because of network. You didn't do that today. So next on Friday, which is next class, if you show us how to bridge tokens, how to move from one, how to swap tokens and stuff. So make sure that you're available on time. So we'll start as early as we can. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, and then have a good evening. Hala Madrid.